Hey, Joe Pelayo here with the top 5 news. We give you all the news that you can use and nothing that might confuse or give you the blues. Pleased to bring you 5 news stories today. Let me share with you our latest updates to a couple of the video promos here you might like.
Tonight, I'll be sharing with you the news and then adding my ownership group's propaganda to it.
At 5, I'm looking for a steak, some whole milk, and the top 5 news.
You're watching the top 5.
So many people say you're the smartest person in the world. Well, yes, I watched the top 5 news show.
All right, 5 stories in 5 minutes. 5 stories that you can use if your career is in high gear or if you're just sitting in your cubicle box checking your stocks and about to say game over to the work game. I'd like to suggest a news show with a very practical name, and it's once you watch it, you'll never be the same. It's the top 5 news. It's the first day of the rest of your life. We're covering 5 stories in 5 minutes tonight. We have for you Don Lemon's church visit, Nick Shirley's latest video, the food pyramid turned upside down, and a chance to win $1 million. No, really. And voter ID met with unanimous approval. Let's get into it. Story number 5 today. Americans overwhelmingly back voter ID. Latest Gallup poll says 84% of Americans support photo ID requirements for voting. That's a massive bipartisan consensus for election integrity. Congress, the people are demanding action, pass the voter ID laws now. Number 4 story, Don Lemon tied to church disruption chaos. Don Lemon faces backlash after joining anti-ICE activists who stormed a church in Minnesota, interrupting worship and terrifying kids and families. And the DOJ is investigating. Sources say Lemon and the protesters are now firmly on notice. The Harpreet Dillon went on the Glenn Beck show, and he told her, well, isn't he just a reporter just watching the, recording the events? And she put it in a frame that said, well, what if they were robbing a bank and he decided what they're doing wasn't so bad and he just decided to show up and participate in that, which kind of puts a different frame on it. Anyways, Don Lemon has been thumbing his nose at anybody he could, and the U.S. is determined to investigate. We'll see how that plays out. Story number 3 today, Nick Shirley's latest Minnesota fraud bombshell. Independent news journalist Nick Shirley drops another viral, and I'm talking millions of views, alleging fraud, and where he's actually driving through the city to non-emergency medical transport schemes in Minnesota, and other companies are collapsing and federal probes are widening. The scandal is exploding. Story number 2 today, Alex Clark and Glenn Beck on the food pyramid flipped upside down. Culture Apocryphy host Alex Clark joined Glenn Beck for a must-watch breakdown on the food pyramid that's been basically flipped upside down. They used to want you to eat, 4 servings of bread. Now, not so much. They used to not want you to eat a lot of meat. Well, now they want a little protein with every meal. And Alex Clark unpacks how RFK exposed decades of government lies on nutrition and was driven by big food and rather than science, and fueled obesity and chronic disease all across America. Must watch video. Number 1 story tonight, X launches a $1 million winner-take-all article contest. Elon Musk just announced a $1 million prize for the best article. Seriously, long-form article between now and January 30th. I think you have to have it in by January 28th. Open to all creators, no barriers, No, just pure merit. Anybody can get in there. Start writing, America. Now for an encouraging word. The one who blesses others is abundantly blessed. Those who help others are helped. That's your top 5 news for today, January 20th, 2026. All facts, no filter. Stay informed, keep the pace. See you tomorrow, everyone. Good night.
At 5, I'm looking for a steak, some whole milk, and the top 5 news.